Hello, my name is Raihan Kurnia Aji from a city called Surabaya, which is in Indonesia, but you can call me Raihan. In this video, I would like to demonstrate on why language is like cake. It's like a cake. Now, first up, the first reason is because it's motivating. Now, what does that mean by motivating? So, when you eat a cake, usually it's delicious to the point that you would like to know what are the ingredients to make a cake. That also applies to language, whether it's English, Japanese, Indonesian language, or Japanese. When you realize this language is quite interesting or it sounds romantic that you want to learn, you might ask a native speaker on how can I learn the language and what are the grammars for it, because every language has its own grammars and of course their own characters because they have their own characters to read. Now, for the second reason is it's because it it nourishes and strengthens you. So when it comes to nourishes and strengthens you, when it comes to cake, sometimes cake can have, some sort of a protein that can strengthen your health or your bones. And when it comes to language, for example, when you learn English, not only it strengthens your ability to speak English, and it also increases your knowledge on how to read it and also the, your knowledges of grammars. Finally, we come to the last part, and the third reason is that it can be represented in a lot of different ways. For example, how do you represent a cake? Do you decorate it in some sort of a box? Or when you try to give some slice of cake to your friends, you did some trick with the cake to impress your friends. Of course, you can do that, especially in language. When you try to represent or present a language, there are many ways. For example, you can present English by showing a popular TV show, or maybe you try to introduce yourself in English and make yourself interesting, make yourself like a native speaker. Or you introduce your students about the culture. For example, the Irish culture, because in Ireland that's in Ireland they use English. The and finally, the reason I take this lesson is because I want to be a good teacher that teaches English and Korean, because I'm planning to teach Korean to my future students, and I'm looking forward to this one.